Okay, in this one we're dealing with exact values, so let's draw this in and information that we're going to need to kind of sketch this out. We're told that cos of theta is equal to root 2 over 2. Now, exact values, and so that means we're thinking about an exact triangle. And we certainly, what comes to mind when we're looking at a root 2 in there is the 45, 45, 90. But in that we have two ones and then a 2 as the hypotenuse, or a root 2 as the hypotenuse. And so this doesn't quite fit the bill. So we stop and we think, maybe they rationalize the denominator. So maybe we can go backwards from that and make this into something that's a little more recognizable from an exact triangle point of view. So opposite of that, well, let's multiply by root 2, and that gets the root 2 off the top. Root 2 times root 2 is just 2, and on the bottom we have 2 root 2, and the 2's can cancel, leaving 1 over root 2. And that looks more like what we're thinking about, because now we recognize that we have the 1, which could be the opposite or the adjacent side, and the root 2, which is the hypotenuse in that 45, 45, 90. Okay, so that's something that we can work with. So let's go ahead with that. It is a positive, so where is a cos going to be positive? Well, we know that the cos is associated with the adjacent, so that means that quadrant 1 and quadrant 4 would both have a cos that's positive. All right, so let's go from there. So we know that the adjacent side, so that must be 1 over here, and then this is a root 2, and this is a root 2. And we recognize that again as the 1 or the 45, 45, 90. So that means a 1 there, a 1 there. If it goes over 1, it goes up 1, or it goes over 1, goes down 1. And of course, the 45 in there. Okay, so we've got a nice sketch, so we should be prepared to figure out what our answers are. What are the thetas between 0 and 360? So first of all, we'll look at our quadrant 1. And our quadrant 1, that's pretty simple. We just go straight from that x-axis up 45 degrees. So there we go. Our next one is in quadrant 4. And that one, we have to go all the way around. And we can look at it two ways. We can say almost to 360, but 45 less than that. Or we could look at it as we passed 270, and then we went 45 more, because we know that if that's 45, then this is also 45. So whichever way you prefer to look at that, that's no problem. Either way, you should come up with 315 degrees. And so there, that would be our answer.